Chalo, sir. So again, very good afternoon to each and every one of you guys. Just a quick confirmation on whether I'm audible, visible. Everybody, whether you guys can see me, hear me clearly. Just a very quick confirmation, please. Just a very quick confirmation, please. Is everything you guys can see me, hear me clearly? Shiva, very good afternoon. Very good afternoon to everyone. Yes, everything is all right, right? Person is saying lagging. My system, it's not showing it's any lag. There is no frame drops, absolute zero. In my system, there is no frame drops, brother. Ashish, lagging. Ruko then. Just give me 1 second. Acha, video is lagging. Acha, just give it a second. I guess there is some issue in the server. Just give it a second because it's not from my system. Because if it was from my system, na, the YouTube would have lagged as well. There is no lag on YouTube. YouTube is running smooth. So that means it is not from my system. It might be from the server. So just wait for 1 minute. Okay, it should clear out automatically. It should clear out automatically. In the platform only the lagging, right? Just a second. So let me just quickly refresh it once, the platform. Just give me a second. You guys might need to rejoin. Yes, the whole platform is lagging. Now you see, na? Now it should be fine. Now it should be fine. Now it should be fine. Right? In my system, it is not lagging anymore. Correct? Chalo. Chalo then, let's start with the session. Achha. We'll do a very interesting thing. I'll go a little deeper into the concepts today about linear and quadratic. So we'll have total 2 parts. So today predominantly I'll talk about linear equations, and tomorrow, that means the part 2, we will like most likely talk about quadratic equations. Okay, that is generally how I have planned for this class. Now again, you will say, sir, for only the part of linear equation you are asking for one whole class, because I want you to guys. So I'll go a little deeper into coordinate geometry side of things as well, because this linear like equation concepts most likely comes from the coordinate geometry. So I'll go a little deeper into that. That's why a whole class. Now, with that being said, let's start, sir. Now, this is the Telegram link. If anybody new wants to join, feel free to use the just scan it. This will be available with the notes as well. Now, sir, please understand in linear equation. Sir, first of all, what is a linear equation? But again, if I want to know what is a linear equation, I have to start a little, we have to go a little behind. Sir, what is a degree of an equation? What is a degree of an equation? I told you guys this during foundation batch. What is a degree of an equation? Anyone? Just give it a try. What is a degree of an equation? Sir, if I write down an equation in this form, any form, sir. Let's say 9x square plus 11x plus 5x cube plus 7 x to the power 8 plus 5 equal to 0. So this is an equation. In this equation, there is only one variable. The variable is x. What is the highest power of the variable? Find out the highest power of the variable, sir. In this case, that is 8, sir. So this is called your degree of this particular equation. So this is a 8th degree equation. This is a 8th degree equation, right? Prasanna, that is the next. Why degree is important? So first of all, this is degree. Now, why in the world are we going for degree? Please understand. So if any equation that has a degree of 1, we get this, that is called a linear equation. Now the question is why? Because if you want to draw this in a graph paper, you will always get a straight line, sir. So from this word line comes the word linear. So line to linear. So because these equations are always a straight line, that's why it is called a linear equation. Now similarly, if an equation is having a degree 2, in that case we call that a quadratic equation. For an equation of degree 3, we call it a cubic equation. For a degree 4, we call it a biquadratic equation, and so on. Okay? Video is lagging. I don't know, brother, because you see in my system, it's running absolutely fine. In my second screen, it's lagging. I have no idea. Again, if it is bothering you guys, na, like just so you guys can switch over to YouTube. YouTube, it's running absolutely smooth. There is no lag or whatsoever. I don't know why, but again, I guess there is some issue in the platform. In my like OBS, the streaming software, it is running smooth. Everything is smooth, and it's not like the CPU or GPU is getting utilized like more than 50% or stuff. It's very like under control as well. I don't know, something is wrong with the platform. Something is not right with the platform. Right? Achha, chalo sir. So linear equation, degree, we understood. Now the question is, now why in the world are we like understanding degree? Degree is important because, sir, degree of any equation, na, remember this is very, very, very important. That's why we learn actually degree. Degree of any equation is directly correlated like this. It is equal to number of roots, or in simple words, number of solutions. Meaning, if I solve this particular equation, sir, if I choose to solve this particular equation, for example, if I choose to solve this particular equation, I will get 8 solutions for x. Now, those solutions will be like real numbers, imaginary numbers, that's a different story. But again, as this equation has a degree 8, so it will give me 8 values of x. Hence, you see in quadratic equations, we always get 2 values of x. Those are called alpha beta. We'll learn it most probably in the next class. You are getting my point? A very quick revision. Now again, sir. Yes, person, not only better, there is no lag in YouTube. Absolutely zero lag. That's the problem. I cannot figure out why. If it is from, it has to be from, that's why it has to be from the like platform itself. Achha, chalo, let's move on. Let's move on, sir. Let us just simply move on. Now, having said that, sir, why then in linear equation, what we need to know? So linear equation, the most important thing that we need to know is number of solutions. And there are 3 cases of that we need to learn. Okay, and it's a very simple thing, not like nothing that is very difficult or anything. Sir, please understand. Sir, we just learned anything, anytime we draw like a linear equation, it will give us a straight line. Let's understand this. So let's try to like draw something. Let us try to draw something, sir. So this is x-axis, let's say, and this is, I'm saying, let's say, y-axis. Okay, x-axis and y-axis. Now there are two linear equations given to us. One is given as, let's say, a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0. So two variables x and y, because it's a xy plane. So this is x-axis, x, o, x dashed, y, o, y dashed. So that's why I'm taking xy, two variables. Now another equation they have given us, a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0, sir. So two unknowns and two variables. Two unknowns and two equations. Now please understand, these two equations, a1, a2, b1, b2, c1, c2, these are all constants, okay? a1, a2, b1, b2, c1, c2. These are all what? Constants. Perfect. Now what can happen? What can happen here? Now if I just plot this, let's say, if I am plotting the first line, it looks something like this. Just giving you some idea. It looks something like this, sir. This is your line number 1, meaning this line, sir. a1x plus b1y plus c1. Okay? Right? Perfect. Now let's say if I plot the other line, the other line looks something like this. This is, let's say, this second line, sir. So tell me, sir, how many solutions am I having? Now, graphically, how to find solutions? Sir, wherever these two lines are intersecting each other, that point is a solution. So, x coordinate of the point is the x solution, y coordinate of the point will be y solution. So, abscissa will be x, ordinate is y. So, again, in this case, this point, you will say this is one point that they are kind of intersecting. So I will have one solution here, right? I will have one solution here. Yes, Shiva will go there. But again, first, please understand. Now the next question is, sir, how did you know that if you plot the graph, the second line will always look like this? Now somebody might say, ki, sir, the second line might look something like this as well. The second line might look something like this as well, sir. Yes or no, everyone? Everybody. This second line might look something like this as well. There is no guarantee that second line will always be like that. It can be like this. Yes or no, everyone? Are you guys getting my point? Are you guys, everyone, getting my point? So second line might look like this as well. So please understand now situation. Or there is another possibility. So the second line might just look like this as well, sir. Can you see this? So this line is kind of superimposed on the first line itself. The second line is kind of superimposed on the first line itself. So there are three situations that can happen, three possibilities that can happen, sir. And we will learn, we will kind of equate each of these possibilities, we'll discuss. Please understand, if this first situation happens, when the first line is this and second line is the second, like this intersecting one, where we are having only one solution, this is called the situation where we are getting unique or one solution or unique solution, because you see, one solution meaning it must be unique, right? When can that happen? When the lines are not perpendicular, or they are not like on top of one another, they are kind of like absolutely having no relations. That can happen only when there is these coefficients have no relation among each other, meaning A1 by A2, B1 by B2, C1 by C2, they are not equal to one another. If they are having any relations, because please understand, the direction of any line, is dependent on its slope, and slope of any line is dependent on x coordinate or x coefficient, I should rather say, by y coefficient with a negative sign. So in this case, that is A and B, sir. Minus A1 by B1 or minus A2 by B2. So again, it can only happen when slopes are not equal. So that means when they are not equal. And if they are not equal, so you might say, sir, then what is the function of C1 by C2? Please understand what this equation means. A1 and B1 or A or B controls the slope of the line, meaning the angle of the line. C1 controls the distance of the line from the center. C controls the distance of the line from the center. So meaning, please understand, just understand this. I'm showing you a interesting thing. So meaning, this particular, if I draw just a line, for example, a line like this. Sir, please understand, A and B will control what, sir? A and B will control whether the line will be like this or this. This angular thing. This angular thing will be controlled by A and B. C will control what, sir? C will control how much from the center it will be. This distance, that will be controlled by C, sir. Clear, everyone? Clear, everyone? Understand this very, very well. Understand this. So again, I'm just erasing this. So this particular thing. So slope cannot be equal, and if they're intersecting, so the distance also cannot be equal. So nothing can be equal to anything. If you want, sir, you need a unique solution. So this is your condition, sir. This is your condition. Arvind, good afternoon. Now, again, anyone having any doubts in this unique solution case, please do let me know. Anyone having any kinds of doubts in this unique solution case. Now again, you only need to know the equation, the last part, A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2 is not equal to C1 by C2. But again, don't just remember it blindly. Understand why this happens. Clear, everyone? If it is clear, just give me a very quick yes or no. If it is clear, just tell me a very, very, very quick yes or no. Clear, sir? Clear? Ashish, 100%, brother. We will solve questions as well. But again, let me just give you the concepts. Then, because questions, now once your concepts are done, the questions from this chapter will take literally not more than seconds. No question will go in minutes. Perfect, everyone? Perfect, everyone? 100% done? Now, sir, the second situation is no solution. Now, you guys tell me, by looking at the other two conditions, when can we have no solutions? Because I told you, whenever the two lines intersect, they give you a solution. So no solution meaning that situation where the lines will not intersect. When can that happen? Sir, when the lines are parallel to each other. You see, they will always be like this. They will never intersect with each other. Right? they will never intersect with each other, sir. Now again, what controls the parallelity? Meaning, what controls whether two lines will be parallel or not? Sir, the slope controls, because slope controls the angle, and angle only gives you whether they are parallel, yes or no. Correct? So meaning, if they are parallel, what is same? If they are parallel, their slope is same. Slope is same, meaning which part must be equal, sir? That means which part, if I just write A1 by A2, B1 by B2, C1 by C2. Sir, slope must be equal in order for them to be parallel. Which two must be same, sir? Because they can only be, again I'm repeating, they can only be parallel in order to give you no solution. Now parallel, whether they will be parallel or not, depends on the slope. Now slope again depends on x coefficient by y coefficient, meaning a and b. So if their slopes are equal, then what must, like among these must be equal? You guys tell me the answer. You guys only tell me the answer. You will say, sir, yes, I got the correct answer, sir. A and B must be equal because these two things only control slope. So these two must be equal. This must not be equal. Sir, you got your condition for no solution. You just got your own condition for no solution. Now, one last thing left. One last thing left. That is infinite solution. And you see that is very natural. Why? Sir, if one line is overlapping on top of other line, so can I say every point is one solution? Each and every point here is one of the solutions. Because every, like one of the lines is on top of another line, it is superimposed. So each and every point is one of the solutions. If each of every point is one of the solutions, then what can I say? Sir, that means like one of the lines is superimposed on top of another. Meaning, sir, both the lines are essentially the same line. Both these lines are essentially the same. So again, the equation or the condition must be, sir, essentially same, meaning everything must be the same. So all three must be equal to each other. That's your condition. So three conditions I have just given you. Three conditions I have just given you, sir. This is all you need to know in linear equations. Take your time, take a minute. Whatever, again, I have said a lot of things. Again, I will appreciate, please, like trust me, write a line or so na, in your own language, wherever you are taking notes. I'll give everything, whatever I'm writing, I'll give everything as notes. I'll upload right after the class. So again, within the evening, you'll get access to everything. But the thing is that still there are many things which is not covered here. So which you feel it might be like easier for you to revise. So write one or a couple of lines if required in your own language. Nobody else needs to understand. So just beside this figure or anything, whatever you are making, just write it. It will help you in revising. All digested? Yes, digestion is very much required. Such Arvind, these are called superimposed lines. These are called superimposed lines, brother. Superimposed word is like kind of derived from here, there only. Superimposed words are derived from there only. Right? Perfect, everyone? Perfect? Clear? Sir, let's solve a few questions. Let us solve a few questions. Again, sir, I will start with a mains question. Again, don't worry. From this part, they can never give you difficult questions. So don't worry about that. Sir, first things first. Don't even look at this. What is given? Infinite number of solutions. In your back of your mind, you think that means superimposed, meaning everything is equal. A1 by A2, 17 by 23 must be B1M by B2 is equal to C1 by C2. I'll not even take care of this because already I can figure out the value of like from here. So 23, 23, एक second, 23 ones are this, 23, so 69, that is 13, sir. So M is going to be 13 into 17, sir, which is 221. Answer is option number 1. Answer is option number 1. Can you see how easily we were able to do this? How easily we were able to do this, sir? Clear, everyone? Now tell me, anyone felt this was a mains level question or difficult question or anything? Again, there are chapters, there are topics from where nobody can give you difficult questions. This is one of those. Okay? Simple question. Simple, sir. Chalo, next one, please. Sir, again, no solution. Back of your mind. Parallel lines. Meaning A1, A2, B1, B2. They are equal. Sir, A1, 18 by 7. A1 by A2 must be equal to B1 by B2 minus 72. Again, don't forget the sign, okay? By. Here is minus M. Done, sir. So again, calculate, sir, 18 fours of this. M is 28. So you will say done and dusted. Again, I told you, not a single question will go past like 1 minute. Solution to not a single question will go past 1 minute. Everybody, is this getting clear? Is this getting 100% clear, sir? Simple. Yes, it is actually very simple. It is actually very, 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 very simple. Sir, now this is a second type of question that you guys can get. This might be a CHSL question, but again, you get this very often in CGL as well. Sir, what is this? If the intersection point of these two equations is given, then they are asking you to find something. Sir, tell me, how can you find PQ? How can you find the intersection point between two variables, sir? Or two equations rather? Because these two are straight lines. I just told you. How can you do that? Sir, by figuring out the point of intersection is, sir, the solution. I just told you, sir, solution will give you your point of intersection. So again, just solve it. I'll use elimination preferably. Minus, so 2q. So again, multiply this equation by 2 and just write it down. So multiply this equation by 2. So this will become minus 4p plus 2q minus 26 is equal to 0. Write it down from here. 3p plus, minus 2q plus 23 is equal to 0. Add the equations, 2q, 2q cancels. Minus this, so again minus p, sir. This is minus 3. It is 0, sir. So p equal to minus 3, sir. So if p is minus 3, sir, then q, sir, again I can get this from any of these equations. So I'm putting this value over in this equation. Chalo. So q will be 13 plus 2p. 13 plus 2p meaning, sir, minus 6. That is 7, sir. So now they are asking to find us to find 3p plus q value. 3p is minus 6 plus q is 7. So my answer should be +1. Option number 2 is the correct answer. Option number 2 is the correct answer. I don't know why some few of you are saying -2. -2 तो नहीं आया भाई. Everyone, I got. Have I done some mistake? 3p 2q plus 23. I don't think so. एक second देख लेते हैं सर. 3 minus 3 minus plus 24. Sorry, plus 12, 14. No, sir, I have not done any mistake. The equations are also getting satisfied. Plus 9 minus 9. Fair, Shiva. Have I done some mistake? Ready? P minus 3. Ruko. You guys got me confused. P is minus 3. Yes, P is minus 3. I have taken it. Na? So from here, Q will be 13 plus 2P. So 13. So plus 2 into P. 2 into minus 3 is minus 6. That's how 7. Again, do one thing. Na? If you are confused, put P and Q values in the equations and check whether you have done it correctly or not. So minus 3 into 3. So this is minus 9 minus 2 into 4. That is, sir, 14. That is equal to minus 23. Minus 23 plus 23 is 0. It is matching. Similarly, if you put it here, minus 3 minus plus 6 and sir plus 7, it is plus 13. Plus 13 minus 13 equal to 0. I have not done any mistake. You guys are getting me confused. So again, just put in the values 3. Acha, sorry. Last line mein I have done mistake. Arey yaar, sorry. Yes. My mistake. It is minus 9. I've taken 2, meaning minus 2. So minus 9 plus 7, right? Sorry. Yes. Arey, I've done everything correctly. For a split second, I've made a error. Sorry. Yes. You guys are correct. My mistake. So sorry. Clear. Everybody clear? So this is another type which comes on your exam on a regular basis. Till 2023, in mains especially, this used to come. Now from 2024 onwards, this has started coming in prelims. Because this is an overlap. Now this part is an overlap between linear equation as well as coordinate geometry. And you guys already know this better than me, that suddenly the weightage of coordinate geometry has jumped significantly. So this is kind of the overlap part. That's why solving these type of questions makes a lot of sense now. Okay, chalo, next one. Sir, CHSL again. Please solve. Now I'll give you a poll for the platform students, and for YouTube students there is no option. So in that case, I'll give you a few seconds to solve. Everybody, please give it a try, sir. Please give it a try. I'm giving you a timer of a minute. Try to solve it within a minute, sir. Everyone. Again, don't put your answers in the chat. Please answer in the poll. Everyone. Very quickly. Solve it, please. Solve it, please. time is up. In our platform, I got 4 answers in 3 different options. And on YouTube, I haven't got any answers. I'm closing the poll, everyone. Let me give you the solution. Sir, again, you see, this is a very different type of a question. Again, pure, definitely coordinate geometry is related here, right? Let's see. Mega, right? Or Naveen. Chalo, let's see. So first things first. These two parts or these two lines will give you a unique solution. Definitely. So there is A1, A2, nothing is equal. A1 by A2 not equal to B1 by B2, not equal to C1 by C2. So again, let's find that solution first. So if I just subtract these two equations, I'm doing it directly. Y will cancel. X minus of minus 3x meaning 4x. 10 minus 2 will become 8. So x is 2, sir. Now, x plus y is 10, x is 2, meaning, sir, y must be 8. So this is the point. So point is 2, 8, x, y. This is the unique solution point. Now they're saying, what is the distance between this solution and the point of intersection of the line, this and x-axis? But sir, many of you don't know because most probably the coordinate geometry class is not done yet. But again, you should know from the foundations. Okay, sir, equation of x-axis is always opposite y equal to 0. And equation of x-axis is y-axis is x equal to 0. So equation of this and this. So again, I'll get another point like this one from this. How, sir? Y equal to 0 and the other equation is x plus y equal to 10. So you put y equal to 0, so x equal to 10. So the point there becomes 10, y equal to 0. They're asking what is the distance between these 2 points. Sir, use apply distance formula. x2 minus x1 whole square. So 8 square, sir. 10 and minus 2, 8. And again y2 minus y1 whole square, sir. Again 8 square. So which will give you 8 root 2 as the answer, sir. Okay, option number 1. Option number 1 is your correct answer. Option number 1 is most definitely your correct answer. Clear, everyone? Again, this is a little coordinate geometry, basic coordinate geometry, nothing very fancy. And again, I'm telling you, if you go deep into this topic, like what we are trying to do, you will face coordinate geometry one way or the other. There is no way you can just say, I'll do this, I'll not do that. It's like interest. It's very difficult to kind of only do simple interest or only do compound interest, because good questions will always involve both. Perfect. Chalo, sir. Achha, this will be parallel, okay, 0. This is. Chalo, we have come back to the basics again. Tell me, everyone, how can we solve this? Sir, parallel lines, this same question can be framed as having no solution. You see, if I just say this is like no solution, nothing will change. Nothing will change, sir. Same question, just the language is a little different. So again, A1 by A2 must be B1 by B2. 5, this is K plus 1, must be equal to, this is K and this is 4, sir. So K into K plus 1, don't multiply. Write it as 4 into 5, I'm writing 4 plus 1. This 5 I'm writing as 4 plus 1. So I can say K must be how much? 4. Done. Clear, everyone? Clear, sir, everybody? Anyone having doubts, please feel free to ask. Feel free to ask. Anybody having any doubts whatsoever? No doubts? No doubts? Yes, Ashish, value putting also works just fine. You can put values, but again, you have to put, like, get to this and then. But again, it is very simple, right? But again, if you feel comfortable putting values, nah, absolutely works. So don't listen to me, like, even put values. Always understand whatever feels comfortable to you. If you feel comfortable putting values than doing, like, solving it like that, stick to value putting. Now, again, what positive values of k linear equations have infinite solutions? Again, sir. So infinite solutions meaning everything is same. Sir, again, my type is ना ये बीच में देना भूल गया. Sir, k by 12 is equal to 3 by k. So k will be, sir, 6. Right? You will say, sir, why not plus minus 6? 36 square root must be plus minus 6. Done. Again. Somebody will say, no, sir. Why? What if I take x k by 12, meaning a1 by a2 equal to c1 by c2, meaning minus k minus 3 by minus k. I will say, not to worry. You will get the calculation, but you will get the answer. But again, calculation will be a little bigger, sir. Calculate, if you are willing to calculate, I do not have any problems. Correct? So again, do this. So this is k plus 6 whole square, k minus 6 whole square. So k will be 6. You see? So again, it doesn't matter. Don't think I'm only taking A1, B1, A1, A2, B1, B2. That means only this will work. If requires, sometimes it must happen. Sometimes you will see out of these three, this k minus 3 is with y. So I know if I take this k minus 3, my calculations will be lengthier. So what I'll do? I'll take A and C. Because ultimately I'll get the same answer. I'm quite confident about that. So I will always choose the path of least resistance. So my ultimate goal is, because we are very idle people, we don't want to calculate much. So we are always trying to find shortcuts. Shortcuts meaning where we need to work less, where we need to, like, calculate a line less. Always that should be your mindset, because time is of essence here. Clear, everyone? Next then. Baapre. Sir, solution. Acha, there is a problem, sir. Most likely this is not. Sir, there is a problem. This is incomplete. Three x equal to something they must have given you. Because 3x equal to 2, if you go, x is 2 by 3, so then none of the options match. This is a wrong question, okay? My typist has made an error. So let's just move on to the next one. Chalo, infinite solutions, please. Please solve, everyone. Please solve the next, please. Jaldi. Very quickly. Sir, infinite again, superimposed line, one on top of the other. One line is on top of the other line. Chalo. So again, I'm figuring out what to take. So let's take this one and then this one. But again, I'm quite skeptical about this as well. Acha, I'll not take this. I'll take this one. But again, both works. This is 9 times, this is 2 times. Anything works. 38 by 46 should be 4q by 414. So again, 46 9 times. 219. Sir, q must be 171 by 2, sir. Huh. ये क्या हो गया? Anybody? Have we done some error for Q by? I've done some error somewhere. Where I've made the error? She's saying 342. So let's see. Let's see the second part. Okay. 4Q by 414. But then the question is not right. 171 by 207. This is double. But I know this is also giving us the same. 171 by 2. No. 4Q is written as 46. Anupam is saying Anupam, I didn't get you, brother. Anupam, I didn't get you. If 4Q is given as 46, then like what are they asking us to find? Right? I guess there is some problem in the. Just a second, ruko na. No, options are not also carried over. So again, some mistake then. Again, my typist ka kuch error hoga. This must be the answer. Okay, either the options are wrong or something over here can be wrong. But again, whatever the question they have given us, according to that, this is my answer. Q value is 171 by 2. But again, the other thing is, everything is, the concept is 100% correct. Okay, next one, please. For what value of P have no solution? Now, again, one thing have you guys noticed? In none of the questions have we found or have given us or asked us to find unique solution. Why? Because unique solution has all this side, not equal. So there we cannot find any values whatsoever. So they cannot really make any questions out of that. So 99.99% of the times you will find or you will get values or they will ask you questions either no solution or infinite solution. Chalo sir. No solution. A1, A2, B1, B2, 18 by P. 36 by minus 54. 2 times 27. So P must be minus 27. You will say, sir, maybe the easiest question of the lot. Maybe the easiest question of the lot, sir. Done, sir, done, done, done. Nothing can be easier than this. Simple, simple, simple. Sir, no solution. Again, you see, CGL 24, they have given you a khichdi of a language. They have given you a khichdi of a language. But again, just change the question a little bit so that you need to kind of solve a little more, waste a little more time. So they have given the equations in the options. No solution, meaning parallel. Again, think, sir, 5 and 7. Sir, again, if you take first equation, tell me the answer, everyone. Tell me the answer, everyone. A1 by A2 should be equal to B1 by B2. What can we do, sir? What can we do, sir? You see, the first equation itself is giving us the answer. Sir, 5 by 5 and this is 7 by 7 and this is minus 8 by minus 16. So this is not matching. Acha sir, can anyone, instead of no solution, I'm giving you another question. Same options. Infinite solutions. Which option gives you infinite solutions? Again, it's a very, very, very good question. Yes, I've got answers. Very good. Vanita is given us. Jamal has given us. Shiva, Manishma. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So the condition will be option number D, sir. In that case, my answer would have been option number D. You see, the entire equation, this entire equation multiplied by 2 gives you your fourth option, like fourth equation. Which I should. Done, sir. Everybody done, sir. Clear? Perfect. Done, done, done. Chalo, sir. So this was your linear equation as a whole. I'll leave you guys 5 minutes early because the topic is done. Again, please understand, if again for the newer students, the older students already know, if someday I'm leaving you 5 minutes early because the topic is complete. So some days I'll take 15 minutes more as well because the topic is not complete. So you must stay with me for 15 minutes if required. Right? So that is something like we do. So again, it depends on the topic. Again, I have given you a few extra questions over here. Like this. This is also CGL 24. Same questions. That's why I'm giving you like this. This few questions I'm giving you, like very current questions. Most are from CGL 2024 because 2024 CGL had so many of these questions. So these will be your homework questions. And again, if you have any doubts, tomorrow in the same class we'll discuss, because tomorrow we'll move to quadratic equations once this linear equation is done. Right? So again, for the YouTube audience, this was your demo class. You will not have access to the classes from tomorrow onwards. Those will not be live streamed on YouTube. So for that, you need to join us in our like the paid program, right? This is a first class of the paid batch. That's why it was live streamed. So with that being said, thank you so much everyone for joining me. I hope the session was fruitful, and you guys enjoyed the class. That's most important, enjoying the process. Otherwise, the things will become very boring very soon. Okay, so thank you so much. Again, I'll meet you guys tomorrow in the in this batch, and also today at 5 o'clock, just an hour from now, I'll again come back on YouTube with the mock analysis of this week's live mock. So please do join me live at 5 o'clock. Thank you. Take care. Coincident lines, Arvind, yes, coincident lines is the same, you can say synonym of superimposed lines, right? Achha. So thank you everyone. Take care. I will see you guys on at 5 o'clock, and in this batch again. Tomorrow from tomorrow there will be 2 classes. So the arithmetic class will be at 12 o'clock, 12 p.m. that is, and the advanced maths class will be at 3 p.m. So till then, please take care. And before you guys leave, if you have loved the class, please do rate the class for our paid students and for our YouTube audience. If you have loved it, please do hit the like. And if you have any queries, any comments, any class requests, please do feel free to comment it in the comment section. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye, everyone.